Plyometrics are basically any exercise that you can take that's a normal exercise, take a push-up or a squat, and make it to where you are now throwing yourself in the air in that exercise, coming off the ground with your hands in a push-up or with your feet in a jump squat, and catching yourself and landing very softly, that's my version of it, and safely, but to make sure that you get warmed up for about 5 minutes first, then do some regular squats if you're gonna do a jump squat, which is what we're about to talk about. Here's what a really good progression of that would be, okay? So you warmed up for 5 minutes, then you're gonna do just some regular squats, okay? Just like this. Here, once you get to about 10 of those, 5, 10. Once you do that, then you go into a little bit more progressive part of that, which is leading up to, again, the jump squat. So now I'll do my squats, and then we'll go into squats with, now I'm gonna come up on my toes, and you see where this is going. So I'll show you from the side here. It's like this. 10, 9, 2, 1, just like that. So, a little bit more involved. Think you'll like doing that too. See, even that little small change can make such a big difference to your workout. It can help you break out of a boring place that you might have been in. The next progression step is going to take those two, add those together, and then add another piece to it where we're going to come off the ground. So you're going to continue coming up off your toes. You're going to go in the air, then you're going to come back down softly. The goal here is to land and to try to not make a sound. I want you to try that. It is possible, I promise. So, here, 3, 4, 9, 10. And I have it very quiet in here. Normally we'd have a lot more noise to where it'd be easier to cover up any sound. Hopefully you didn't hear me. But the goal again is to use your shock absorbers, your muscles, to catch yourself so that you can land safely and softly and not let the joints do the work. Let your muscles, which are your natural shock absorbers, let them do the work. So that's what a jump squat looks like. Does not take long, as you can see, to really get your heart rate up. Okay? Another one we can do is a side-to-side jump. Now we're going off one leg. I really encourage you strongly to start off very small in these jumps. Okay? Then work your way into a longer, wider jump. So here, back up where you can see my feet. Here, that. Compose yourself, catch yourself. And it's really more of an out jump. It's not so much of an up jump. It's a lateral jump. 2, I'm not in a hurry. 1. So, you see what that looks like. Again, the same goal. Jump without making a sound. It is possible, even if you haven't done it before. It's something that I promise you will be worth it for you to do. Here's another one. We can go back to both feet. We're going to jump sideways laterally while my head is facing that way non-stop here, okay? We'll go about 5 or 6 that way, and then we're going to come back. So I'll be right back. Watch this. Here. That inside foot lands first. Right back into the squat. I'm jumping from here. Then I come back. So again, you can also attribute anything that you're doing plyometric wise where you're jumping. Know that your heart rate will just about double what it would normally be for that same exercise without making it plyometric. So that's why I seem out of breath, because it gets your heart rate up that much more because now you're throwing your whole entire body and catching it over and over. So you can pretty much just think of it as time and a half doubling up whatever your normal workout time would be. If you don't have much time, shrink it down and make your normal squats jump squats. I promise you it'll take you half the amount of time to get as many calories burned. Try it and see. So next, we're going to do basically you're jumping, bounding off one leg to the next. So it's here, here. Using my arms and my body, I can pose myself every time. Just like that. Then you do it backwards. Make sure you know what's behind you. I can see in the camera, anything behind me. Know what's behind you. Use a mirror, whatever you need. That's challenging. And again, make the adjustment. If you start to lose it, keep jumping until you find your center of gravity again. The lower you get, the more balance. Your center of gravity is greater there, the lower you get. It's easier to find it. Okay? So side to side again here with both feet. Real high. Just like that. Side to side laterally. Bigger jumps this time. Catch it, compose it, spring out of it, just like that. So it does it again, 10, 20 total on each one of those. That's all it's going to take. You're really going to get up out of breath a lot. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time to recover. Make sure to finish with, after that, you do a really good job stretching. The hips are really one good one to go into. Far apart as you can. Put your hands on the ground. Bend just your right knee here. Keep your left leg straight. Switch it. Right leg straight, left leg bent. Switch it again. Just like that. Push your hips back as far as you can. Hands right down the middle, walk them back as far as you can here. Go a little bit wider if you can. Like that. Relax as much as you can there. Then you'll slowly walk your feet back in. On things like that, when you're jumping, you're going to notice that your calves can tend to get pretty tight. So a good stretch to do there. Find something to push against with your hands. Put that 1 foot back at a time. I'm driving my right heel down and back as far as I can while I'm leaning forward, keep my head up, and I'm trying to push with my upper body this way while I push down with my heel that way in that position. 10, 15, 20 seconds. Switch. Just like that. Really drive that heel down and back. Really good stretch. So, that's just a little taste of plyometrics. We did not show you any upper body exercises that are plyometric today. Take those, practice them, start off gently and easily if you've never done those before. I know you'll have a lot of fun with them. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you allowing me to help you, and we'll see you next time.